long story short, I served, 7.5 years. I got out in 2016. But back in 2022, I had the strangest dream that I got called back into the military because we went to war because shit got so bad. Like, they're like, hey, you're coming back. You can walk. You're coming back. And when I woke up from that dream, I'm like, fuck, we're going to war. And I told people at my job that same thing, right? The same day I told them that shit. And they're like, well, hopefully it's just a dream. I'm like, yeah, hopefully it's just a dream. Just so you guys know, though, I do have dreams, and a good amount of them do come true when I do have them. And they're like, well, hopefully this one is one of the ones that don't. So fast forward now, and I'm just looking at the state of the world, and I'm like, shit. Are we really about to do this shit? Like, I've been having this strange urge to fight. I've been, like, training my body for the past few years, just making sure I'm just well-conditioned, working on my cardio, making sure I can, like, defend myself without a weapon. Like, this shit is getting crazy. And I don't know how to tell you guys this, but America has not been to war with a foreign nation on American soil since the goddamn 1800s. I want you guys to let that sink in for a minute. You're about to see some shit that you only see in goddamn movies. If it gets to that point, it's not the fearmonger. I'm just to let you know that in the event that shit does happen, it's going to suck fucking ass. It's going to suck fucking ass because, one, we have a foreign nation trying to fight us. And possibly multiple foreign nations trying to fight us. Two, we have our own civil issues, right? With any war, it can bleed out into other more complex micro wars or civil wars. We're going to have people fighting for territory. We're going to have people fighting for their causes and all this other shit. There's going to be fucking chaos. It's going to be fucking chaos.
Shalom. Before we get started, I'm going to give all honor and all praises and all glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakodash. Double honor is the apostles of the great millstone who are well. And shalom to you bishops and elders and brothers who in these camps, these four corners of earth, preaching and making everybody live a sacrifice for Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. To you I say shalom. Today's lesson, we're going to get right into it, right? It's called America is on Fire, and it can't be quenched. America is on fire, and it can't be quenched, right? So you guys heard, we called that Jake, right? He may know he's an Israelite. He may not know. I'm sure he probably knows, but you heard him. What do you call it? He says this shit's gonna pop off. You know what I mean? Now, of course, he may not know the scriptures. He may not know the prophecies, but it's that feeling in that air. Since he's ex-military, he knows he's about to get drafted. He knows, what do you call it, that America's instability is just ramping up, right? And with the instability comes chaos. With chaos comes civil war. With civil war comes all kinds of bullshit that you Babylonians are going to experience in your lifetime, right? So now, let me bring out the first one. Okay, it says, let me see. I have written, Slocky, give me a second, Israel. I have written down, just a little. Yep. So this is let me go to it, and then we'll get right into it. All right. Let's go. Revelation 18 and 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, let me start at the beginning. Babylon is fallen. That's funny. In fact, we're reading the NLT because it hits a little different. This is Revelations 18 and 1 in the NLT, and it reads, After all this, I saw another angel come down from heaven with great authority, and the earth grew bright with his splendor. He gave a mighty shout, Babylon is fallen, that great city is fallen. She has become home of demons. She is a hideout for every foul soul, a hideout for every foul vulture and every foul and dreadful animal. See, so what do you call this place has fallen, right? It will never come to the opulence, you know, and its power that it's reached here in the 20th century, right? Hell, yep. I mean, so the reason why it's fallen is because this place was built on the blood and the sweat of the Israelites, right, for the last 400 plus years, you know, and has given no payment to the slaves of America, right? And while doing so, we call it their magi's, their prognosticators, their incanters. You know what I'm saying? They're witches and warlocks. You know what I'm saying? You know, and they're high level, elites. You know, your Rothschilds, your DuPonts, your Gettys, your Oppenheimers, your, you know what I mean, so forth and so on. You know, as some of my brothers in my camp call it, the mob, right? The small hats. They have what do you call have brought Babylon to his knees because they're done with Babylon, and the Lord's done with Babylon, right? And the reason why they brought down his knee, being bowed down to his knees, because not only is a biblical prophecy, but they're done with this place, right? They have done everything they could to forward Babylon, right? Which is like ancient Rome and reincarnation. You know what I mean? They've spread themselves thin, right? And by their military, by their philosophy, you know, by their religion, by their sweet Jeebus. You know what I'm saying? Their white supremacist national Christianity doctorate, right? Oh, and the democracy, right? Because you know, if you have anything of value and you're from a foreign country, you're from another country other than Babylon, which is Ashereth, which is America, aka America, you know, and you have something of wealth that the so-called white man Esau Edom can take. Oh, believe me, he's gonna fly his planes full of democracy and take your shit. You know what I mean? Put you under subjection. You know, collapse your economy. You know, put a puppet president and a puppet regime. You know, regime change. You know what I mean? And give you all kinds of democracy, right? So this Revelations 18:3 in the NLT, and it reads, "For all nations have fallen because of the wine of her passionate immorality. The kings of the world have committed adultery with her." Yeah, see, her passionate immorality, which is her philosophy, right, is a cup, right? The cup in the golden hand. In fact, let me read it. In fact, let me read it back in the KJV, right? In fact, okay, let me finish off with the NLT, and I'll read it again in the KJV, right? Get little uppercuts and hooks and, you know, clinches. Revelation 18:3, "For all her nations have fallen because of the wine of her passionate immorality. The kings of the world have committed adultery with her." Right? Let's go to the KJV for this one, right? For all the nations, Revelation 18:3 in the KJV reads, "For all the nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth will wax rich through the abundance of her delicacies." That's right. So basically, what do you call it? There's absolutely nothing that these people have done. Oh shit, hold on. All right, yeah. So yeah, basically, the merchants of Babylon, right? What do you call it? Which is basically the whole world, has taken up the philosophies. You know what I mean? Their immorality. You know what I mean? Their anti-Hamashiach state of mind have taken that and got rich off it. Got rich off selling their goods. Got rich off exploitation of the Hebrew Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latino Americans. They got rich. What do you call off of basically her delicacies, right? And they grew fat like a cow. They were balling. You know what I'm saying? You know, China, Russia, the BRICS. Everybody was balling off America. You know what I'm saying? And now, what do you call since everybody ate at the dinner, right? And the food of Esau Edom, right? It's time to pay up that check, and now that check is due, right? And so now you guys want to escape accountability, like these nations, right? Especially the so-called white man want to escape accountability. You know, you guys are like, oh no, it wasn't me, I didn't do it. You know what I mean? It couldn't have been me. No, it was you. It was you, nigga. You're the new nigga. It was you, fool. You know, Esau was you, evil E. Hell, you're doing it right now. Shit, look at the president and his actions. I mean, need I say more? This is Revelation 18:4, and it reads, "And I hear an another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye not partake of her sins, and that ye not receive any of her plagues." That's right, because the plagues, as in the days of Egypt of old, have now come upon America. But here's the thing about what do you call America and the plagues that are coming of. The Lord is going to bring double upon you, right? It's going to bring not only for the treatment of the children of Israel, right, but also the treatment, what do you call, of and the disrespect of the Lord's angels and the Lord Himself, Yahweh, and His only begotten Son Yahweh Shai, right? So and it's called blasphemy of the Holy Spirit, which is non forgivable. Many of sins are forgivable in the eyes of the Lord. You know what I mean? You can repent. You can make wrong. You can make right the wrong when you've sinned against the Lord. You know what I'm saying? You sin against your brother and sister. You know what I'm saying? Of your nation. You can make it right. You know what I'm saying? But you can't disrespect our lords. You know what I mean? The 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 Holy One of Israel and His only begotten Son. You can't disrespect our lords and thinking that they're cool with it. You know what I'm saying? Hell, we got fucked up just for stepping out of line a little bit. How much more you heathens who the Lord hates, right? Revelation 18:5 in the KJV, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High have remembered her iniquities. That's right. So you so-called white people, you Edomites, and you heathen nations who have partaken in the destruction of the nation of Israel, right? And also took the destruction, what do you call, of their identity, and their heritage. You're going to have a heavy check to pay up, and you may check your ash can't cash. And truthfully, I wouldn't want to be you heathens, right, when the Lord returns. Okay? Revelation 18:6 in the KJV, it reads, reward her as she have rewarded you, and double unto her according to her works. That's right. So basically, like I said earlier, the Lord is not like America, aka Babylon, aka Ashereth, aka what do you call the land of the north, or excuse me, the land that across many waters, right? A land which they know not of, right? Their fathers don't know not of. So basically, the Lord's going to return the works that Babylon has bestowed the earth, and their philosophy it's going to return double. Since the so-called white man loves to go around the earth and pillage and steal and rape and just basically conquer and right, and basically take what's not theirs, act like a monkey, right? Aggressive, loud, obnoxious, constantly taking shit that's not theirs. You know what I mean? Constantly fucking making the children of Israel sin and constantly go off. But believe me, there's a reason why you Edomites, you so-called white people, are here in America, are gonna burn along with America. And you love it so much, you want to make America great again? Well, here we go. This is how we're making it great, right? The Lord's gonna send nuclear fire upon you, and you're gonna see it firsthand what it's like, what do you call it, to be nuked in front of the angels and Yahweh Shai, right? And then we're really gonna see who the Lord's dealing with. Lord's gonna beam up His elect, them chariots, and you're gonna see it firsthand. The Lord dealing with us, and you people can go fuck yourselves, because your hatred for the children of Israel is beyond recognition and beyond repair. Oh, if I might add, you Babylonians, you Americans, you know what I mean? You proud ass fucking non-thinking, what do you call it? What's what I'm looking for? which are no sense of anything, Americans are gonna see. You guys experience what do you call it, the purge firsthand. You're gonna be in a living movie. You're gonna be in the movie. You're gonna be extras and main characters, right? And we prophets are gonna be on the sidelines eating popcorn, right? Drinking our what do you call our coconut water, and watch the fireworks. That's all we can do. You know what I'm saying? You know, we have to be still. We have to wait on our Lord, right? In fact, let me bring that out as a quick little, quick little something. Let me see. Let me see. 1 second, Israel. There it is. Yep, Zephaniah. Yep. I swear, it's phone be bugging out. Sometimes Esau be on some bullshit. Make my phone bug out. You know what I mean? This is bullshit. Trying to do a lesson. You know, devil. You know what I'm saying? Always on bullshit. Zephaniah 3:8. Therefore, wait upon me, saith the Lord Yahweh Shemir Shai, until I rise up for the prey. For my determination is to gather nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms and pour out my indignation, even my fierce anger, for all the hurt shall be devoured with my fire of jealousy. See, so the Lord's not playing. And apparently you guys didn't get the memo, right? You didn't get the memo. You didn't get the memo saying that the prophets come here and warn you people about your actions, about the words you speak, about the forward looks that you have towards the children of Israel and the men of and Yahweh Shem Yahushai, right? You didn't get the memo saying that that if you say and do these things, right, the Lord will judge you for it. And so now the Lord is bringing that holy judgment onto you people, right? And you people are going to have no answer, right? You're going to have no nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Inside joke. In the let me continue. In the cup which she have fulfilled, fill her double. So basically, the Lord is going to bring that judgment on double to the heads of these habitants of America, right? Rightfully so, because there's nothing that these Americans, these Babylonians, we call it, have not done to deserve that type of judgment, right? And you're gonna say, oh well, the so-called blacks enslaved other black people. You mean your own people enslaved your own people? Yes. Okay. Some of that is true. The Huguenots, yes. Some of the Huguenots, some of the, and then at that time period, you know what I mean, who came up, who converted and shit to to Moors and shit, right? Anyway, yes, they had some slaves, you know what I mean, who they tried to hook up and then eventually buy out, but in general, but that doesn't even come in comparison to what the fuck you so-called white people have done, right? You Spaniards, you Germans, all you so-called white people, you know what I mean? All you Edomites, all you fucking you small hats, we call it you Amalekites, right? You fucking you Israelis, right? The Lord's gonna give you double, and he's not giving you double because you guys are such great citizens of this earth, in this world. You know what I mean? No, he's giving you double because you guys are a bunch of assholes. You know what I mean? Through and through. Revelations 18:7, and it reads, "How much she have glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her." That's right, because what has she given us? She's given the slaves so much torment and sorrow. She's still, shit, that bitch is doing that right now. Look at the fucking president you guys voted in. And you Babylonians have got to be the most dumbest motherfuckers I've ever met in human history. You know what I'm saying? We, man, the Lord, we prophets been highways and byways for 4 or 5 decades now. You know what I'm saying? One of you people fucking, hey, don't vote Nero in. You don't know Nero. You don't know nothing about Nero. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker is, his evil is beyond what you people can fathom, And we know Nero, right? We know the history of Nero. We know how he is. And we lived it back in 70 AD. Nah, but don't listen to us, right? Don't listen to the man of the Lord. You see, and now look at at y'all. Now you guys are scrambling. You guys are, what do you call it? Are groping at the noonday, groping in darkness. You know what I mean? You're confused, hurt, sick, scared. You know what I'm saying? Talking about what do you call it? We need to overcome. We got to ride out for another 2 years, man. It is fucking only 18 days after the so-called New Year, and look what type of shit he has put us in. You know You know what I'm saying? How much more in 2 more years? Man, America ain't got till 2030. Shit, at the rate this is going, we're not gonna even make it past this fucking year. You know what I'm saying? Lord willing. For they continue. For she said in her heart, I will sit a queen and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. That's the pride, right? The pride that America says I'll sit as a queen, and I will not be a widow, meaning I will not have sorrow, I will not feel hurt. But you're gonna feel it. You're gonna feel it when that civil war cracks out, right? When these Gurkha troops, right, these IDF agents, right, Mossad agents, and they're now mixed in with the KKK, they're mixed in, with the Proud Boys mixed in, who are all fucking white supremacists. You people in America are gonna see what true evil is, right? And you think that what they're gonna do? They're just gonna handcuff you, zip tie you, deport you? Nah, that's that bullshit they want you to think. That's just right now. No, they're gonna start shooting you. They're gonna execute you. They're gonna put you fucking, what do you call it, in dungeons. They're like, oh, and the IDF loves raping men and little boys. That's their shit. The IDF, the soldiers, the ones who are over fucking fighting Ukraine and Israel. Well, now they're part of the American fucking military, right? And they're gonna start mass raping and slaughtering people because if the Rothschilds and the elites want to depopulate, why the fuck are they gonna put you in a FEMA camp and feed you? That costs so much money. It's easier. We call it to throw you in one of those FEMA coffins, those black ones that have been stored up in all these sites, and all these acres that have been fenced off and called federal lands. Well, these FEMA coffins can hold up to 4 or 5 bodies per coffin. And they got hundreds of them stacked up, ready to go. That's why they're reopening all these FEMA camps. You know what I'm saying? Or what's the terms they call them? Re-education centers, right? Or distribution centers. Oh, they're gonna distribute you, all right? They're gonna separate your men from the women from the children. Now, and then these camps, these aren't camps that hold you indefinitely. These camps are here to slaughter your ass. The reason why America ordered 500 guillotines, smart guillotines from China and Mexico back in fucking 10 years ago, right? There's a reason why we call Donald Trump wants to bring, has brought back the firing squad, the guillotine, the gas chamber, electric chair. And he wants to make it public, right? Fucking to keep you people in line. So when they roll out that chip, right, they roll out that mark of the beast, right, the Neuralink, and you people resist, well, they got something for you. You know what I mean? Now the question we always ask the man of the Lord, we ask the people, what you ready to die for? Because apparently you have to give up something, right? They take your house, your food, your job, your car. You ready to die for those material items? Are we ready to die for the Lord? Because you think you're gonna take a chip and ride to the other side. You know what I'm saying? And the so-called white man, Esau Edom, so open his arms, say, hey, kumbaya, give me a hug, brother. We're Christian brothers. We're Christians. Man, that nigga don't give a fuck about a Christian. He don't give a fuck about anything. He doesn't even follow such lots of commandments. How the fuck he's gonna be a Christian? And he uses that shit, like that term loosely, just like he uses fucking his women loosely, right? Because he don't even like fucking women. He's a nasty ass nigga. That's what we do know. Revelation 18:8, and it reads, "Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death, mourning, and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai, God who judgeth her." Whoo! That's not a very long time for this place to go down. In one day, huh? So basically in one day, what do you call it? Those thermonuclear ICBM missiles that Russia has, China has, India has, Pakistan, North Korea, man, who else? Turkey, NATO, EU, all gonna fire missiles over here. They're all gonna be one big ass World War III, right? And Revelation says the beast shall hate the whore. So the beast is NATO, EU, and the whore is fucking Babylon, which is America. So it's actually prophesied in Revelations where the beast shall hate the whore, right? And they should burn her with fire. So that fire is nuclear fire. And World War III has been going on for the last 4 years, and now we're official. And if you fucking dumbass Americans think that Donald Trump is not gonna bake Greenland, well, let me know how that goes, because now the draft is gonna crack off. There's a reason why fucking these dumbass Americans voted dumbass in, and also these dumbass Americans gave ICE $157 billion, which is the highest grossing paid payment in American history. Why in the fuck would you give ICE 157? Is because when the draft kicks up and everybody revolts, They're gonna snatch your ass by force and put you in them trucks and ship your ass fucking over fucking to the Marine base in San Diego, give you 2 weeks training, force training, and they're gonna dump your ass fucking in the middle of some war zone, right? Against battle-hardened fucking soldiers who have been fighting Ukraine, been fighting what do you call it in South America, been fighting. See, the one thing you Americans live in complete opulence and comfort. You guys don't know how it was like to struggle. Believe me, these people who live in the so-called third world countries, they grew up in war. They know what it's like not to have. They know what it's like to see death, right? Oh, and those IDF soldiers you see in Palestine killing those Palestinians, well, now they're here. Now they're going to start killing you Americans, like in Minnesota. If you think Minnesota is just an isolated incident, shit. Shit, that's a fucking test bed. That's a test run. That's just to see how you people will react. That's just see how you people, what do you call it, will respond. You know, if you'll shoot back, if you won't. You know what I mean? Because protesting ain't doing a goddamn thing except fucking making yourself look stupid. How in the fuck are you gonna go to your enemy if he hates your ass fucking to say come help me, come save me? That just makes no damn sense. That's a problem with Israel. You know, you so-called Negroes, Latino Americans, you guys don't know who your enemy enemy is. You guys believe it. You guys believe the enemy is your brother with a gun. You know, Ray and Pookie, you know, and Chato, right? And Chato Reyes, right? And homeboy Cookie. You guys think he's the enemy. He's the ops with the drugs. You know what I'm saying? But little do you know, the ops is fucking the one who's giving him the drugs. The ops is the one who fucking who owns your home. The ops is the one fucking who runs your DMV. The ops is the one fucking who runs your schools and your courts. Right, the ops are the ones who win the badges. The ops are the ones fucking who put on doctor smock and a stethoscope walking in the halls of your hospitals. Right, those are your ops. The ops are the ones fucking who are your lawyers and your judges and cops and firemen. Right, you don't believe me? You hang out with them long enough, and they'll show you their racist attitudes. They'll show you fucking the anti-Israelite. You know, even and our people are amongst them. Our 2/3 of our people are gonna fucking die here because why? I'll bring it out. Let's bring it out. A quick little preset and bring it out. Bring it out. Though, oh, there it is. And there it is. There it is. There it is. So let me go big style. You know me. You know I gotta go big style. Oh, man, it's still kind of small. There it is. There it is. There it is. All right. It says. This is Proverbs 11:21, and it reads, "Though hand joining hand, the wicked should not be unpunished." Right. So, if you're joining hand in hand with your enemy, if you're a so-called Negro Latino American, and you're joining hand in hand with your enemy, the ones who oppress you, the ones who have been killing your people, the ones who make sure you stay in poverty, and you want to join with them, well, the Lord is gonna you're gonna join with them, and the punishments are coming their way, right? Because nobody walks on this earth unpunished. You reap what you sow in Galatians 6 and 7, right? So that's that. Let's go back to it. Let's get back to it. Let's see. Let's go Revelation 18:9, and it reads, "And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and received deliciously with her shall bewail her," right? Which means cry, right? Oh my God, I can't believe it. Babylon got fucked up. And lament for her. You know what I'm saying? Oh, why did I make that money? I should have made that money. Fuck. When they shall see the smoke of her burning, right? And this place is about to get smoked. That smoke is nuclear explosions, because Lord willing, the internet's still running at that time, maybe, right? And we're gonna see those hypersonics fucking leave those silos that Russia has and go create all people who got hypersonics, and they're gonna come around here and they'll be here but less than 20 minutes, right? The average ICBM S500 takes a half hour. These hypersonics, 15 minutes, 20 minutes tops. Especially if the new Brezhnev that Russia has, that motherfucker's dope. That's the first fucking nuclear-powered fucking hypersonic Tomahawk cruise missile, right? It doesn't need to be refueled. It can travel on the whole Earth and stay above its target for months to weeks to years, almost years, right? It hovers 130 meters above the Earth, which is basically above your treetops, and can't be tracked. You don't know when it's going to hit. That's the beautiful thing about the Brezhnev, and that literally just says it all. One properly placed, tactical nuke, on the White House will send us place into spiral and chaos. Let's see. I'm checking how much more I have. I'm a little pressed for time, Israel. In fact, let me cut it there. Okay. Stop at yeah. Let's stop at 9, and I'm gonna continue part 2 tomorrow. When I got it's 9 tomorrow, right? We're gonna work. I go to plantation. Yes, I'll stop at Revelation 18 and 9. You know what I mean? And then I'll do part 2. So this is part 1, right? So before I sign off, I'm gonna give all honor and all praises and all glory to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Kakodash. Double honors to the Apostle of the Great Millstone, and shalom to you bishops and elders and brothers who are preaching and making your body a sacrifice for Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai. My name is Yerah Abad, coming to you another walk and talk, and Lord willing, that's the most edifying, straight to the point. Until next time, I say shalom and Babylon wa ba ba.